Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. Fear is the polio of the soul, which prevents our walking by faith. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics. Take care of your body, then the rest will automatically become stronger. Not all things that fall down break. Some develop wings. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go of the time. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Truth is neither objectivity nor the balanced view. Truth is a selfless subjectivity. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. All is mystery, but he is a slave who will not struggle to penetrate the dark veil. An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. The terrible thing about the quest for truth is that you find it. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. If people treat you like an option, leave them like a choice. A common man marvels at uncommon things. A wise man marvels at the commonplace. A star is not honored for its size, but for its light. You don't put your life into your books, you find it there. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Pretend to be weak, so your enemy may grow arrogant. If truth is not acceptable, it becomes the imagination of others. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. The way is to man as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life. Always blow your own trumpet. Blowing someone else's is unhygienic. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. If I had it all to do again, there would be more bodies. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. Life is not about living the safer option. Life is about living a life worth living. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose. There is nothing more important than your eternal salvation. If truth doesn't set you free, generosity of spirit will. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. Sometimes your circle decreases in size, but increases in value. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. One defends when his strength is inadequate. He attacks when it is abundant. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. No one dies of fatal truths nowadays. There are too many antidotes. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. Don't fear big. Fear mediocrity. Fear waste. Fear the lack of living to your fullest. Mist to mist, drops to drops. For water thou art, and unto water shalt thou return. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak. I wouldn't have missed a single minute of it, not for the whole world. The cost of being wrong is less than the cost of doing nothing. What is essential in war is victory, not prolonged operations. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. This place has only 3 exits, sir: madness and death. Victory comes from finding opportunities and problems. Too many doubts grow in the cracks of silence and separation. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. Don't share your personal life with anyone. Do not let anyone have anything that could harm you. A life fueled by passions is like riding on the back of a dragon. Your highest thoughts sometimes arise in your lowest moments. If it is to your advantage, make a forward move. If not, stay where you are. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. A person's limitations are only measured by their drive to succeed. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. Only knowledge can turn life's unbearableness into a weapon. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. In business, professionalism is not a tactic, but a moral value. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. When you are identified with the One, all things will be complete to you. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. A battering ram can knock down a city wall, but it cannot stop a hole. Different things have different uses. Don't react. Cut them off silently. Settle one difficulty, and you keep 100 away. We all have 2 lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. The heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. Everything has to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. Time always exposes what you truly mean to someone. He who knows his enemy and himself well will not be defeated easily. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true. I'm always doing that which I cannot do, in order that I may learn how to do it. The truths that matter most to us come always half-spoken. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. Judging is the cause that creates the effect of choosing. Do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. What is of the greatest importance in war is extraordinary speed. One cannot afford to neglect opportunity. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. Feel your emotions. Live true your passions. Keep still your mind. By what men think, we create the world around us daily new. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. Every beginning has an end, and every end is a new beginning.